All right, welcome to the 825 Technologies podcast. This episode, yes. So I'm Andy, founder CEO of 825 Technologies, joined by Tim, our senior tech wizard.
Good.
And Tim, are you ready to dive into some biggest actually, not just big, the biggest tech headlines this week?
Bigger, biggest. Absolutely, Andy. Let's get started there. There's a lot to unpack.
There is. So first off, to get started earlier in this week, Cinco de Mayo was Monday.
Yep.
It was also Square Root Day.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is kind of unique. It's when the day and month are both the square root of the year, last two digits of the year,
Mm.
And it's a quirky math holiday like Pi Day, but much less frequent. It happens 9 times a century, so like once a decade. And Ron Gordon, a retired teacher, started it, and he made it a family tradition to celebrate with square foods and root beer.
Oh, that's funny.
Square root.
It's more than just fun math. Like square roots is foundational in cybersecurity. Terrence Blackman, a math professor, points out that square roots are key to encryptions and decryptions, making our digital world secure. So when you think about compliance and cybersecurity, remember it's all built on math.
Very true. Very true. Good reminders. And for our families, there's some cool ways to celebrate this. A little late to the party, right? But hey, the weekend's coming. If you're looking for something to do, it's Mother's Day. Don't forget that. Number
No,
one.
it
But
is.
number two, you could do like math games or different activities. If you want to wait though and do something really special, the next Square Root Day is June 6th, 2036.
We
Six
got a little
six
bit.
36. Yeah. So mark those
Better mark our
calendars.
calendars.
Only 11 years and 1 month away.
Yep.
So, alrighty, get on that. Oh my goodness, man. A moment of silence for what this world will be in 11 years.
Right.
We'll live with it. All right. Yeah, moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. The next section we're going to talk about Google Notebook LM goes mobile as AI research is in your pocket. Ooh.
Yeah.
Google's Notebook LM and AI Power Research Assistant is launching a standalone app for iOS and Android on May 20th. Previously web only, now you're able to upload PDFs, websites, and videos and ask Google's Gemini AI to summarize and answer questions, even generate podcast style audio overviews from your notes.
And this is a huge deal. I don't know if you've used this tool yet, Tim, but let's say there's this big long PDF and you need to read it and study it. You can upload it up there and it creates two voices. And it's like you and I just talking about some stuff.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
it's wild.
That
It's
is wild.
wild. Yeah. So it's a big deal for those students and professional people like us or anybody that has a lot of info to juggle. The app supports you can upload up to 200 megabytes of data. And basically, your context window on that's 500,000 tokens, which is pretty big. So if you have some real deep research projects or really content heavy like readings or projects that you need to get like understanding of, you can use that. And you can pre-register now to get it on launch day, which is just around the corner, less than 2 weeks.
Put it on your calendar. Add
Right.
it to the books.
Put it on there.
If you need to make making business digital content, our Sheepdog Design Studio team can help you with web hosting, marketing, SEO. No AI required, but we love the tech.
We do. Yeah. You don't have to use AI for this stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's the other side of this. Duolingo laying off all those contractors makes you realize just because you can, should you?
Should you?
There's an ethical question of the day.
Right.
So, I think the coolest thing with the Notebook LM is to see how quickly it has caught on and how many people just absolutely love it for research. So,
I would want to try it.
you should, man.
Oh,
You
I
should.
will.
Next time you the manual, like what do you call those? Owner's manuals, I guess, still, right? For like refrigerators and
Oh, yes.
appliances. Yeah, whatever appliance you just bought the most recently, just go into the manual for it and upload it and have it make a podcast talking about how to use the features on your fridge. The next road trip, just put that on like it's a
Just
great podcast.
podcast.
I
That's
stumbled
awesome.
upon it. Ironically, it's about our fridge. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so moving on, there was a very interesting piece of news that emerged. Well, anymore out of the Trump White House, there is such a fast pace of information and such an unbelievable amount of information that you just almost can't keep track of it all, right?
No, there's a lot that comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, so a major security story came up though. The messaging app that was being used by Hegseth and Department of Defense, it was called
Mm.
TeleMessage. And it's actually an encrypted messaging app that government officials use typically. It is a branch off of Signal, but it's been altered. There's a group out of Israel that alters these apps. And one of the big things is that, you can do different things with it. Mainly, you can archive messages.
Oh.
You can't do in the Signal app. You can
Mm.
archive group chats in this one. So, one of the big breaches were these hackers were able to access some of these archived messages, and they were able to access the group chats. And basically, the app has to suspend all these services while they're trying to figure out what they did. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the telemessage is a signal clone, and it is designed to help officials comply with records of retention laws by archiving encrypted chats. But this is a breach highlights that the risk modifying secure apps for compliance archive data becomes a target for hackers. Agencies like the Custom and Border Protection immediately disabled telemessage as a precaution. Ooh,
Yes. Wow.
locked on.
Like that's and that's what's funny is you don't realize sometimes all the apps that are being used by our government or other governments or agencies or even
Mm,
you talk about somewhere where there's a lot of compliance archive data, banks, financial institutions, brokerage houses, things like that, hospitals,
wow.
even your chiropractor's office has to archive data according to HIPAA. Your dentist, right? Like you
My
start going
back.
down the line. Yeah,
Yeah,
it gets
wow.
crazy. So it's a
That
good
is
reminder
crazy.
that compliance and cybersecurity go hand in hand. Uh, it's hard to do one without the other. The good news, we know that in Bunker Cybersecurity and compliance, there's a reason
Right.
that it's named that. You know, we've set out to help clients with that. So there's all these risks, and there's all these troubles and pitfalls and unknowns.
Mm-hmm.
And we get out there and we say, hey, this is going to be the most robust, value oriented solution to get you to where you need to be. And so we do that through, compliance metrics, reporting management of that, and also through cybersecurity tools and, what do you call it when you test something? Assessment. That's the
Assessment,
word.
quality control.
Sure. Yeah, all of those. And then on top of it, we've got VCIO services. We've got, executive coaching. Because it's one thing to know, oh, we're not compliant. It's another thing to sit down and look at your assets, look at your talent pool and resources, and say, these are going to be the best ways we've seen companies in similar situations get to compliance.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because it's one thing to know the book, it's another thing to have spent 20 years doing really dumb stuff and then digging yourself out of the hole and being like, whoa,
You're
that
like,
was the worst way to do that.
should have done that earlier.
Now we know why they said to do it this way. Yeah. So,
It's true.
well, that's all right,
Uh,
man. Yeah.
going on to our next topic, I think it's called Enduros. Is that how you say it? Enduros?
Yeah.
Edge computing push, the future tactical tech. The defense tech company Enduro it just acquired Klaas, a leader in rugged edge computing hardware, to power its Menace T system at compact, field deployed command center, Menace T can be set up in minutes, bringing a real-time compute and communication to harsh off-grid environments. Wow.
Whoa. Oh, wow. So this tech, apparently, according to Andurel, is used in military vehicles, and it supports projects like Integrated Visual Augmentation Systems, or IVAS, which I have to laugh because you've got Klaas and IVAS. We'll rough you up. Yeah. So they give soldiers these augmented reality headsets so that they have better battlefield awareness. So if you've got a drone overhead that has heat signatures, you could see that overhead, but then like if you're on the field of battle and there's like houses, you
Oh,
could see
yeah.
through the houses in theory, right? And it could say they're 100 meters out. So then you'd be like, oh, that's like one or two houses. So I need to, we need to find cover and prepare for
Right.
engagement. So that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, Endurel's Lattice AI, their software ties it all together. So you get real time data processing from drones, sensors, and more. And really, the acquisition of Klaas is going to give Andurel this faster, more resilient, and mission specific systems for defense. And I mean, even I could see commercially this rolling out for private security or for police, fire
Oh, yeah. Police don't
departments.
have to deal with it to stay back. It's safety.
Yeah. Or if you're in a fire and you can't see through the smoke, but there's,
Ooh,
yeah, I
that's a
mean,
cool.
yeah, who knows, infrared or something that helps you see better. I don't know. Yeah.
Things to think about, that's for sure. But if your business needs robust, secure networks, whether for the field work or cloud project, 825 Tech has you covered.
That's right. That's right. We will not be able to roll your workers out with augmented headsets.
Everyone wear them.
Well, what's funny is they are saying now, this is a little change of subject, but they are saying that phones will be a thing of the past in 5 years, that everything will be an augmented, like smart glasses. So who knows?
Yeah. Um,
I don't know. So anyway,
we'll see.
that's right. We will see. All right, moving on. This is really of interest to me because I have an issue sometimes with the technology in schools because it's not used well. You've got Chromebooks and wireless networks and all of this expense going into students, and the students aren't really engaging it at a level more than they would a textbook, right? So it's like, well, sure, there's e-readers, but we don't need to be buying a Chromebook if all they're doing is using this as an e-reader.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so there was 250 CEOs, including some leaders from Microsoft and Uber, Airbnb, and Salesforce. They signed an open letter and it urging U.S. states to make more computer science and AI classes part of core graduation requirements for K through 12
Oh.
students. I know.
Hmm.
So they're saying that the U.S. is falling behind countries like China and Singapore, where these subjects, computer science type or AI courses, are already mandatory.
Well, let's hop onto that. Hurry up.
Seriously, yeah.
The data is compelling. Just one high school computer science course can boost a student's wage by 8%. That's pretty good,
Yeah.
regardless of the career path. This push aims to close skills and income gaps and ensure American students aren't just consumers of AI, but creators.
Yes. And for you and I, it's nice. Like we can teach our kids, oh, check this out. Look at this amazingly complex server network, or
Right.
yeah, in our house, we are lucky that we've got that. But you think of how many kids, they've got a phone. They don't understand how data gets from the phone to the internet, let alone
It
what
just
it's doing on the
happens.
internet. Yeah, they're just like, ooh, that was fun. So understanding the framework that underpins all of these marvels is powerful. Obviously, it's a 8% boost in wages. That's no small amount.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's 825 Tech, right? So if you've got kids and you need us to tutor them, I'm just joking. No. So yeah, no, we are passionate about tech education. That's one of the big
Oh,
things we do
absolutely.
as a company. If a client has a question, we try to explain it to them in a way that they can understand.
Right.
Because do you really know something if you can't explain it to your 5-year-old kid? Like, that's
Yeah. How's the client going to feel if speaking to you and the like 5-year-old
yeah,
kid?
yeah. I mean, some of the times the kids ask questions that you're like, crap, like, I know how that works, but let me put this in terms of these dolls over. Like, you've got to relate it to something that they know. Now you have not 30 dolls anymore because we can't afford 30 dolls as a country.
Right. That's true.
Oh, inadvertent rabbit hole. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the other cool thing is we can help people kind of upskill. We've got coaching, we've got VCIO services, and we can help teams. And whether it's like managed service or IT projects, right? We do all of the end-to-end IT support and cloud migrations and project management. Oh, wait, you need web hosting, you need an internal education system, an LMS or something, you need marketing or SEO. We got Sheepdog. We're ready to help with that. We can get you
We got a
found
lot
and
of
get
it.
results. Yes. And then finally, the compliance and security hand in hand. Risk assessment. I've got the dance there or something. There was a really bad cybersecurity dance. Will not be spoken of later. So, risk assessments, VCIO services, and coaching, all that, through Bunker Cybersecurity is big. So, all important stuff.
Very important.
Yeah. So, from this, is there anything this week, Tim, that you're walking away and you're like, man, we got to get into this more as a company? We already have so much, but I mean, the world's changing.
Oh, did you say something? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just saying, like, is there something that as you walk away from this episode, you think, we got to check that out? We need to look into that more.
Oh, I mean, especially AI. I mean, that's a biggie. I mean, that can help a lot of things in the future. Oh, especially now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
It's going to be
But yeah,
wild.
you can always contact me. I mean, I'm out there to help you guys out. So
That's right. Tim is boots on the ground 98% of the time. The other 2%, he's sitting behind the microphone with me here.
hello.
The augmented glasses are of real interest to me.
Oh, that's true. I can see
Yeah.
that.
They could be really awesome, but here's the thing, too, though. You could be having a conversation with somebody and think they are looking right at you, and they're actually, like, answering emails.
Are you looking at me? No, I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, it could be a little frustrating. So, who knows? Who knows? Well, that actually wraps up episode 75 for us. So, if you've got questions or you want to know how we can help your business stay secure, compliant, ahead of the curve, be sure to reach out to us here at A25 Technologies.
Yep. Thanks for listening. Celebrate math. Stay curious. Keep your data safe. See you next time.
See you next time.